Hello everyone. Learners, am I audible? Yes, kindly confirm on the chat that am I audible to you? Yes, okay. So, Rudra has confirmed. Okay. So, I think all are the new learners of January 26 session, right? Yeah. Can I get a yes? Okay. Yes, Mayank has confirmed me. Okay. So, kindly, I am asking us some basic questions from the students' point of view of the learners which has joined us currently only. So just tell me over the chat. Okay. So how many of you get your details like of admission details like of LMS, your enrollment number, and your basic things like your you have joined over the WhatsApp group? Can I get a yes over the WhatsApp over the chat box? Okay, yes. Lot of students are saying yes. So yes, they have received the things. Okay. So I might think that you all are also aware of the your admission cycle. What will be your cycle like in your journey? Like if you are enrolled in any PG program or UG program, the cycle will be the same. Only not received LMS credentials. Okay. So yeah, you will be receiving the details over your registered mail ID only. Okay. So share me your enrollment number. It's Venkatamni, right? Share me your enrollment number. I will get it checked by your mentor. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So all you of you get your details. And now as we are moving forward for the today's session, we are waiting for our expert speaker. Okay? So she will be joining us soon. So before this, we are having a little bit of activity. Okay, like according to you, what will be the today's topic? Can anyone tell me over the chat? Topic is very interesting, not of basically you can say of academic. It's a thing that we all do. We all scroll all over the day on other sites. So it's a yeah, social networking. Okay. So students are very smart and they are very attentive also. They are hearing me and listening me. So yes, that's a good skill. You are active listeners all. Thank you, learners. Yes. Deepak, yes, Rudra, Rohit, all are saying social networking. Yes, we have this topic and related to all the other things also related to this topic, social networking and how we can use this in a creative way. So our speaker will be joining us and she will also explain all the benefits and all the steps that we have to follow. Okay, for get a you can say maximum output from that. Okay, so yes, any other learner has any other query, they can ask me over the chat related to the session or related to their academic thing also, because once the session begins, you have to ask only the session related issues. Okay, yes, yes, now you can put over the chat when we can expect the classes to begin. Deepak Singh is asking. Okay, so Deepak and all the remaining learners, you will be informed in your WhatsApp community groups as well as the mails also that when the classes are getting started. Okay, so I think now Deepak, your this point is clear, right? Okay, one learner is saying Aritra Chakravarti that. Your LMS is not opening. You might be using Apple products like iPhone or MacBook. So that's why link is not opening. Or check if you are using Android or Microsoft. Okay. Greetings from my side. Vivek Tripathi is asking. Okay. 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 Yeah, you are having tech. Yeah, this will also get resolved. Issue to the uploading of your Google social profile form. No? Yes, okay. This will also be considered, Vivek. And we have okay. So learners, kindly wait for hardly 5 to 10 minutes also again, and we will start the session. And please note, while you are in the session, only ask session related problems because I have considered all your academic problems before the session only. Okay. So yes, we have to wait for only few minutes. So yes, good afternoon everyone, and a very warm welcome to the today's session under the Abhyuday We Learn series. We are glad to have you all as we continue exploring skills that truly matter beyond the classroom. Today's session focuses on an important and practical topic that I had already shared and already discussed on the chat, that social networking for professional success, building relationships that drive careers. In today's professional world, success isn't just about what you know, but how you connect, communicate, and build relationships as a meaningful. This session will help you understand how to use professional networks and social platforms strategically to support your career growth. I am Soumya Bhardwaj and will be your moderator for the today's session on behalf of Center for Distance and Online Education, Vivekanand Global University. I extend a warm welcome to all the learners who have joined us, faculty members, and today's esteemed guest. Now, as we are moving forward to the session, it's my pleasure to introduce our expert speaker for the today's session, Ms. Neha Tandon. Ms. Tandon is the center head at Max Institute of Allied and Paramedical Education with over 12 years of experience in academic leadership and higher education. She has been instrumental in overseeing academic operations, curriculum delivery, faculty coordination, and student development, ensuring education that is both quality driven and industry aligned. Her expertise spans diverse domains, including finance, fintech, sustainability, and financial inclusion, reflecting a strong interdisciplinary approach. She is actively engaged in research, curriculum designs, and fostering industry academia collaborations with a clear focus on enhancing employability and professional readiness among the learners. With her extensive experience in mentoring students and building industry connections, she brings valuable insights into how professional networking can shape careers and open meaningful opportunities. So, ma'am, we are very delighted to have you with us today on this session. Now, I would like to invite you to share your thoughts and insights with our learners.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, and thanks a lot for this wonderful introduction that you have given. I am completely overwhelmed. Just give me a moment. Let me turn.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. So, this topic is particularly close to me because I had always been in that frame of life in which I have seen that these social connections have really been fundamental in my life for building my career and the way I have progressed over here and in different organizations in all these years. And that is why I felt that it would be really important for me to share my thoughts on this particular topic because sometimes we only focus on building our resume, on building things that are considered important from our perspective because we are starting our career. But we sometimes forget that there are more things to it. There are things known as social network, which helps for us. So, how does social networks helps us? You must have seen in personal life as well that you're okay. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Soumya, thank you. Yeah, so professional success is all about you are getting into a good organization with good organizational policies, and they are progressive for you as well, and the organization is having a growth trajectory. Okay, so after that, you move on and you turn towards realizing your hierarchy of needs, right? So at the bottom, you have your basic needs completely. But as you move, there are self-actualization needs, if you all know about it. How many of you know about social needs and self-actualization needs? You all have idea about it? So can we have chat with the participants as well? Is it turned on?
Yes, ma'am. It has been turned on.
Okay. So is everyone with me? Okay. Santosh. Okay. Okay. So are you guys comfortable in English or I should go bilingual? Okay, you are comfortable in English. Perfect. So the point is to become, so first of all, let's talk about professional success. What is professional success? Okay, Sumit, you can write in the chat box rather because in between, I'll give you time later on. Okay. Okay, you do not know about this theory. Fine. So, Maslow's need hierarchy theory says that at the bottom there are needs like like we call it roti kapda makan, right? So needs which are very, very fundamental to you. They are at the bottom level. Then when you get all these things, what you do is you move towards your next need. right? So whenever you have that much amount of money which is enough to for your survival, for your basic needs, you move to another level where you work towards your social needs, that you should have friends around you, you should spend some money in more fancy things, right? So you become more comfortable in life and you tend to understand that life has more to it. Right. And when you keep on moving, there comes a level when money doesn't interest you anymore. When your social aura interests you, that how much effective I am socially. And after this, there comes a last level in which you become completely spiritual and you tend to move towards that prospect of life कि अब मैं क्या हूँ, मैंने क्या अचीव किया. सो व्हाट वाज माय जर्नी फ्रॉम वेयर आई हैव कम, वेयर आई हैव रीच्ड, एंड व्हाट डू आई थिंक अबाउट माय पर्सपेक्टिव, एंड हाउ मच change can I bring in this world. You must have seen in many people these things are happening, that people tend to change themselves, right, as the time passes by. So in that scenario, professional success is starting from that salary, which is very basic for your life, and going till that salary, which is going to be insignificant for you, because then you will be concentrating on your self-actualization needs. So that professional success can be won only when you are socially active, when you have big social network, when you know whom to connect with and how you are going to reach there. There had been very big leaders around the world who have become successful only because they were able to bank upon their contacts. Okay, so let's see, apart from this, how we are going to go ahead and which all examples we are going to see over here. So strategic role of social networks in career advancement. सो आपकी करियर एडवांसमेंट कैसे होगी, ये फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम देख लेते हैं कुछ एग्जांपल्स से. लेट्स सी दैट सोशल कैपिटल इज अ क्रिटिकल करियर asset. So I can assure you, because at this point in time, it has always been in my life. In different organizations, I felt that I was very active in connecting professionally with people. You need to understand few things very clearly, that connecting with many people should never contradict with your work. It should never go wrong in any direction. मतलब आपको कोई भी ऐसी contradictory बात नहीं करनी है लोगों से connect करते समय, because in organizational setup you have to be very very careful. Mark my words today, whenever you are going to enter a organization, यू विल बी अंडर अ लॉट ऑफ स्क्रूटिनी. बहुत लोग ये समझ पाएंगे कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, ठीक है. सो इट इज वेरी इजी फॉर पीपल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू. सो डोंट ट्राई टू बी ओवर स्मार्ट while socially connecting. Don't try to be a burden on someone. Try to connect weakly. Don't try to connect very strongly. So here you can read this word, strength of weak ties. What does this mean? हर कोई मेरा दोस्त नहीं है, बट हर किसी को मैं जानती हूँ. If I need something, I know that this person in HR department is there and I have their phone number. I have had few messages with them, and I wish them on certain festivals. So I can approach them if there is something going on. So this kind of weak ties I'm talking about. You do not have to go to their home or have a chit chat with them daily, right? In organizational structure, you cannot do it daily कि मैं सबसे बातें करने बैठ जाऊं, नहीं हो सकता. What we need to understand is that we are going to have connections, but those connections need to be maintained. We can't do this that once we are messaging someone once in a year and then we are asking them for a favor. This also is not possible. So you have to understand how to maintain that balance. Okay. सो सक्सेस इससे नहीं आएगी कि आपको कितना पता है. सक्सेस आएगी आप किस किस को जानते हो. Okay, so it's not just about what you know, it's also about who you know. So within the organization, also success is going to work this way. How it is going to work this way. So this is an example which is going to come in the upcoming slides also about Satya Nadella, that he had connections across cross-functional teams. So when he had to move in hierarchy in Microsoft, he was the one who was liked by many other teams, and people were there in other teams who were advocating this, that we are going to support you. That Satya is a good person and he can be given this position. Okay, so this is how people speak for you. People advocate you when you have strong connections within your organization. Okay. Okay, so there are few chats. I can see that chats are related to your attendance as well. Okay, so maybe the attendance is mandatory. So I think we can do it by the end of the session rather, because at this point in time, you don't need to mark your attendance. Okay, can we do it, ma'am? Soumya? Can we do
Yes,
it
ma'am.
at the
It
end
will
of the
be,
session?
ma'am, it
Yeah,
can be
because
done
I'll be.
afterwards also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
guys can give your attendance later on. We can just have a talk on this topic. Okay.
Sure.
That would be more fruitful for all the students as well.
Learners, kindly note, I will be sharing a feedback form afterwards of this session, after the ma'am's session. So in that, fill that feedback form. It will be counted as your participation. Okay. So
Yeah,
there
perfect,
is no need
perfect.
to share in between the ma'am session. Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay,
would
ma'am.
be
You can
really
continue.
perfect. Yeah. So, in real world, I have just told you about Satya Nadella. I would also say this about myself that prior to this, I was working in a university, and there also I felt that my success was there in the organization. I got promotion, and I was that person who was knowing many people in different cross-functional teams. And if I had to get a work done, it was very easy for me because if I'm going to some other city, I'm making connections over there. We are regularizing those connections. But if we are going at certain place, but we are sitting like dummies, that differentiates a leader and a non-leader. आप MBA या कोई भी कोर्स कर रहे हैं, you are not just doing it for starting your career. You are doing it to learn that how I am going to achieve success in my life, how I am going to become a leader in my life. Okay, so to gain that leadership position or to put yourself as a leader, this differentiates you कि आप कहीं जाके कैसे अपने आप को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो. You are able to make that connection or not. Oh, okay, yes, you sometimes have to leave your ego for that as well, and you have to keep it aside. Sometimes there are people of different stature that you are going to meet, and these people are going to be not so easy to talk to or approach even. Okay, so once I remember that I was in a meeting, it was a fintech symposium, and there many big universities and their vice chancellors were there. So all big personalities related to finance were there. And I had to approach a person from Parliament. Okay, the person was there from the Ministry of Commerce, and he was, I won't take the name. So I knew that I need to make a connection right now. Maybe it is not going to be very strong connection, but here I need to talk to them. So I took the right way to talk to him because I first approached my senior to approach them, and then interconnectedly I approached that person. So the connection was made over there. The person shared their number, and when we started talking, I found out the person was very, very humble. Okay, so this X person is now added to my connections over the LinkedIn as well. Over like if I want, I can take a reference from them. I can call them as chief guest in my organization as well. So this kind of connection was built instantly. That was a very short amount of time that I got, and I knew that I have to make maximum out of this opportunity. So this is what social networking is all about. So social networking is also beyond social media. See, in this workshop, I met that person. The person has seen me. They know the confidence I have portrayed, the knowledge I was having at that point in time. Now, if I connect with him on social media, the person will have my perspective in his mind, somewhere on the back of their mind, that yes, I have met this person personally. राइट सो सिर्फ सोशल मीडिया पे लिंक्डइन पे 3,000 कनेक्शंस बनाने से कुछ नहीं होगा ओके सो यू विल बी हार्डली नोइंग 20% पीपल आउट ऑफ इट out of those 3,000 people. There are many leaders who have got 15,000, 50,000 connections as well. But do you think they all know each other? No. But yes, it is very helpful. It is indeed making a lot of change. So if I have to connect with the person again from Ministry of Commerce, I would be able to connect with them through social media. Rather, if I had to call him or I have to tell him about the context, yes, sir, I met you in this workshop, ye wo, that would not work very easily, right? So this is going to be something easy for me if I have a connection with them on social media as well. So your connections are going to work in two ways. First is going to be your connection in a manner of personal connect, and other one is social media connect. So both these connects are very, very important. Understood? Okay, so how many of you have got social media accounts like LinkedIn? Right. Okay. Who else? You will be very amazed to know that even at this point in time, I'm about to touch my 40s. There are many people who have still not joined LinkedIn or are not active. Okay, so don't confine yourself. You will get to see many different opportunities when you join LinkedIn or join such social platforms in which there are some niche platforms as well. For example, I have completed my certification from IIM. So I am part of IIM alumni as well, network as well. So that is very helpful. There are many people on whom I can write a case study as well. They have such achievements in life because these are the platforms that are going to connect industry and academia. It is going to be very helpful for you. Yes, Twitter is also one of those very important platforms, though you need to keep yourself focused and not distracted. But Twitter also plays a very important role in your professional social media networking. Okay, so I feel if you all are comfortable and the moderators are comfortable, you guys can post your LinkedIn links over here as well so that your other classmates can connect with you. This is how we connected with each other in IIM because in our first session only, our professor linked all of us on the LinkedIn. Okay, so he asked us to post on the chat only, and we all got connected on the LinkedIn. And that became very helpful for our journey as well because it was an online course and still we were able to connect with each other. So just imagine we are still with each other after 2 years. After 2 years, I still know that there is someone from my batch. I remember their name because I read their constant post. I know about their achievements. Now, in my research, when I had to write a case study on a fintech startup, I knew this person has got six patent on his name because he is providing. Can you imagine loan by AI tracking of how much gold is there in the gold jewelry? And there is just a machine of name as Gold Pay. Okay, you just put your gold in it and it will assess what is the percentage of gold in the jewelry and it will disburse the amount then and there like a kiosk. Okay, so this was the technology he has bought. How do I know about it? Because the connection was there, because we got connected on the LinkedIn, and still we are in touch with each other. This is going to be helpful in my research because I'm going to make a case study on it. Isn't it really wonderful that how you are able to help each other because you are connected with each other? Until and unless we do not connect with each other, we hardly know what other person in my batch is doing. There might be a batch of 60 students. लेकिन क्या पता कौन क्या कर रहा है, right? I don't know who else is professor. I don't know who else is CEO in a company, right? So in your batch as well, you can have such students with yourself. So this is about a little bit of theory that there are relational perspective and in which you talk about operational that I told you about my role in my particular university, personal outside organization that I've built, and strategic that are future oriented. What are my future oriented alliances? I need to think about it. There could be some of those seniors who are at a very high post or who have achieved really a lot in their life. So the person I'm talking about from the Ministry of Commerce, they could be my strategic connection. Personal connection would be these people from the group of IIM. Operational would be people in my university only. Fine. Any questions? Yes. Aritra, please ask your question. You can type in here as well. Okay, so here you can see that in 2021 LinkedIn survey found professionals with robust network are 70% more likely to discover opportunities before they are publicly advertised. So you never know who among your connections is going to be your recruiter after this. See, you need to obviously follow the hierarchy, but it is never wrong to have a connection with someone in cross-functional team and you can like or share their post. Or if you are connected with them on LinkedIn, it is never a problem. Never ever it is going to be a problem for you. Strategic is that connection which is going to help you out. For example, in my case, it could be my previous university's dean or the chairman or the CEO. Maybe they would go to any other organization and I could connect with them at certain point of time and I can ask them if there is any suitable role for me. So the person who knows about your strength, they can help you out in this. See, try to understand. There are going to be many people who are going to have same set of knowledge as you have. But there is going to be a difference between their career trajectory and yours. How this difference is going to be maintained. Because how you are going to conduct every day in your career. See, I would say that the impact of AI on social networking in near future. See, there are some hard skills, there are some soft skills. Okay. How much do hard skill contribute in your career success and how much do soft skills contribute? At this point, I am not at like strategic management, but I am not even at a very operational level management as well. I am in the core team of the business, right? So at this point, I know that your perspective, your thought process, your creativity is going to help you. If you talk about 3 years ago, AI used to be something very helpful and fundamental in my life. But at this point, the creativity that I need to show and the soft skills I'm supposed to have for many different things for my social network, to handle the politics at this level, to handle how you are going to get your work done. All these things are going to require your soft skills. Okay. Yes. So it changes with time, Rajneesh. This changes with time. At certain level, your skills are going to, your technical skills are going to matter. Your marks are going to matter. How efficiently you get the work done matters. At a certain level above it, it goes on fading. Okay, it keeps on fading. So yes, we study about AI in leadership, right? But do you study about AI in relationship building? How many of you have heard about this course, AI in relationship building? Have you ever? Nope. So you will be irreplaceable if you know how to bank upon your soft skill, how to make yourself indispensable because you have such connections. You know that you will not be replaceable because if you have that confidence in yourself that if I'm working somewhere and at a certain point in time things won't go fine, I have so much of connections that in 2 or 3 months of time, I'm going to be somewhere else. That confidence will speak for you. Okay. So your working way, your way of conduct, everything will change with it. I'm not saying that do not focus on your current job, but do it with confidence. Now there are two type of approaches. One is transactional, one is relational. I could have such connections with someone that will be of limited time span, but I could have long-term relationships as well. For example, the person I worked with in 2018 still call me for different purposes, and they still congratulate me on my every success, and we still meet each other. So there are going to be different set of relations you are going to have. You need to understand which is going to be most important for me. Maybe you will think that this is going to be very selfish, right? I'm going to talk to someone only for my benefit, or I'm going to have success because of them. This is going to be very selfish. But no, this is going to be very helpful for them as well. You are not just going to be a taker, you have to be a giver as well. So, in your professional life, if someone needs your help, do not withdraw yourself. Try to help, only that is going to build connection for you. So just going to give you an example. I was new in this organization. When I was new in this organization I'm currently working in, I had a little tough time because I joined as a leadership position, and people already had very strong connections with each other because they were working for 6 7 years continuously. So can you understand how dynamics would have been for me when these people working with each other for so many years and I had to fit in that equation, right? So what I had to follow was relational approach because I was the one who was new and I had to lend help to many people. Okay, so I was good in technology. I used to help them out. I used to give them different suggestions. Maybe it was helpful for them or not, but what they perceived was a helpful person in front of them, right? So if I am helping someone, then only I can expect it from them. Maybe it was not very useful for them, but they knew that this person would be of help if I need it in future. That was the foundation of relationships over there. Okay. So this is the example of Satya Nadella that I was telling, that he was supported by nurturing cross-functional relationships over decades, offering help before asking for it. Trust me, when you are at a leadership position in a certain organization and you do not know different people in different verticals, then you are never going to be a very good leader because आपको हर समय काम पड़ता ही रहेगा किसी ना किसी से. So you have to be very good at making connections with others. So as a person, I'm not a very extrovert. I don't have many friends, but I have connections. I have talks with people. I know how to approach people. I know how to open up. I know how to talk for 1 hour, but not talking about personal life, right? So leave aside controversy and do not put in your personal life. This is my personal suggestion because then you will be in deep trouble. Okay. Never ever do gossip. Okay. Do not say anything wrong about leaders at all, because people are going to go and tell them about that someone has spoken about you. So no ranting about your boss, okay? Never do ranting about your boss with your colleagues, because this is going to be very fatal for your career. This is going to be a CLM, that is career limiting move. तो कभी बॉस की बुराई नहीं करनी दोस्तों के साथ. अगर आप रील्स या मीम्स भी शेयर कर रहे हो, बी वेरी केयरफुल विद दैट, that it doesn't pertain to your boss. Because trust me, there are many moles in the system that are going to be painful for you. So ye socializing should not become a problem for you ever in life. Okay. कौन कौन अब तक फंसा है इस वजह से, because they trusted people around them. Yes, Bharat, please, you can differ on this. Please tell me. Okay, Mohammed, I'm going to tell you the answer of this, Mohammed Murtaza, that how you can help your employer through your social networking. Bharat, would you like to unmute yourself or say something about it? Okay. Host, can you allow Bharat to speak?
Sure, ma'am. I am confirming with the
Hey,
host.
hi Neha, Bharat here.
Yeah, hi.
See, I get your point initially when I mean, just to introduce myself, I'm having a 10-year-old experience in one of the organization that I'm working with, pure
Okay.
corporate culture life. I
Okay.
understand as a fresher, I may never want to, play around with my bosses, seniors, or colleagues. But after a stint to what corporate culture is going around these days, if you're not hitting the spark with your subordinates, you're messing with your head to a while. You may not be getting
Right.
you will not be downloading it, someone else would be downloading it. Obviously that is unintentional, because people are, see, unfortunately, fortunately, in the realistic world, managers are only to be blamed. Even they are perfect, they are to be blamed. They are leaders, they are to be blamed. They are amazing set of guys. You wanna
I am going, I always go through it on daily basis.
Absolutely, that's what I'm coming from. I'm probably sitting every
Yes.
Friday with them, having a drink or enjoying with them. But I will, that's a circle of life, I believe so. So yes, as a
Yes.
fresher, you need to understand the corporate ethics and then come to a position that you are fine, but again, being
Absolutely.
subtle about it.
Yeah, right. So that's what I also would like to say about it, that if I'm talking to students, then I would definitely say that it will take time. You would not be really able to understand the dynamics very easily, because I have seen my people making these mistakes, that they sometimes talk to each other. Those innocent ones, they will speak about certain people in hierarchy to other people, and just for making connection, because they want to make strong connections, and they felt that if yes, other person is talking about the boss, then I should also go ahead. But that always doesn't go in their favor, and in turn they are into little trouble because of these things as well. So these things have happened in front of me many a times, and it really took me as time. I have also taken some time to understand the dynamics, that how you need to maintain this relationship of help, taking help, giving help, maintaining relationship, but not speaking out of context or not speaking against the organization at this point in time. Or else just be so much careful that you are not speaking with proofs that someone can prove in front of others. Connections banane hain, but wisely banane hain. Be specific about it. Okay. Offline networking, where enduring relationships are forged. Okay. So it's not just about your social media, or why I'm talking about offline networking again and again. So, as I gave you an example in the starting, that when I have met someone face to face, my body language speaks for me. So, as I'm speaking in front of you across this screen, you can make out from my speech or my face what would be my confidence or how I have carried myself throughout life. But when there is going to be a, let's say, some get together in your college, or if I would be invited, then you will be able to understand who this person is really and how they carry themselves, how they have endured in this time, and how they were able to reach the hierarchy because this is who they are. Okay. So a big impact is created when you meet someone. So here you are seeing each other's name. You might link with each other on the LinkedIn. But at the end, when there is going to be a get together in your college, maybe on the convocation itself, not on the orientation, on the starting of the session, you will see that there were some significant people in our class who used to talk to the teacher. And now when we are meeting them, we can actually see that what is the personality underlying that speech, which has made such a difference. So when you will make a connection with them, your repo is going to be different, because what I have felt that in our online meetings, we sometimes become very professional. Right. We do not laugh. We do not crack any joke because we are much more apprehensive towards making any mistake in the online environment. And that is why it is preferred that your connections with those whom you meet offline is going to remain there for a very long time. And if you are impactful as a personality, then you are going to have an edge by meeting people offline. Okay, so these are few of the events in which you can meet people. So as I just told you that I have connections with my colleagues from IIM Kozhikode. There are many people in hierarchy who join such courses to make an alumni network for themselves. Do you know this? Just to become a part of IIM alumnus, they join these kind of programs. They spend 4-5 lakh rupees just to become a part of the network. So this is going to be helpful for them because then they are going to be connected with the people, and if there is going to be alumni meet, they will have chance to meet certain people. So this is going to be very helpful. Workshops and meetups for professionals like us to keep on maintaining such relationships, they are also very important. Case example of Indra Nui is here. They credit that offline networking at Yale alumni events for mentorship has helped her in trajectory to become PepsiCo's CEO. So who doesn't know about Indra Nui? Indra Nooyi has also helped many people, many women to understand what strength is, how they can become very good leaders. Okay, so she is very phenomenal. If you get time, do listen to her. For females, I would urge that you should listen to Indra Nooyi. So she sometimes talk about this as well, that how women are juggling up with many different things. I hope you have heard about this speech or this podcast at certain point of time, that it is always going to be about maintaining many things at a time. You are never going to be perfect in all of it. Okay, so moving ahead, mastering in-person engagement. So a little bit deep about it, that how you connect very nicely with some people and how some people are able to create an impact for themselves. I still remember, I'm not bragging about myself, but when I have seen that when I meet people, I know how to connect with them, how to have that confidence to look into other person's eyes and have an impression for myself for year to come, at least. Okay. So you should have clarity in your speech, clarity in your thoughts, strength in your words. Okay. So these things are going to help you a lot. If you are able to maintain an eye contact, and if you are able to speak for your ideas perfectly, this is going to help you a lot. It is going to put a long-term impact on the other person. Obviously, your body language is going to work for you. Your looks are going to work for you. I'm not saying wear this, wear that, Whatever you are wearing, it should be comfortable, it should be reflecting your real personality. Sometimes it happens with me that when I am wearing certain clothes, I am not myself. I don't feel that I'm reflecting my true aura, my true personality. But whereas when I'm wearing clothes which are reflecting my real aura, I am able to reflect that confidence in myself as well. So always wear such clothes for such occasions which speak for you. After looking at you, person could understand what a strong personality it is, right? In professional setup, when you are going to reach a certain level in hierarchy, may it be L1 only, okay, L1 manager you could become, and still at that time, carry yourself gracefully. The organization you are representing, that should be reflected from your clothes. Okay. So there could be certain people who are not very much connecting to this thing, that how much role your clothing could play. But trust me, if I talk about my experience, I have seen this a lot, that my looks or my clothes are were something reflecting me, because I had the confidence to carry them. I knew what I am doing for my looks. I knew I am carrying myself neatly. That is the most important thing, that you are carrying yourself neatly. You are carrying yourself according to the occasion. You are carrying yourself according to your personality. This is very important. I won't tell you wear black, wear red, or wear pink. So that for that you could have a different session. But yes, whatever you are wearing, that should be representing your organization and your true self. Okay. All these things are written over here, but what I wanted to convey is how you do the in-person engagement. Okay. Yes. When you are going for a workshop or you are going for a professional meetup, just study little bit about the people who are coming over there. Try to understand that what is the context of that occasion, that workshop. Then you will be able to talk about that with certain people. If you read current affairs, it is very easy for you to connect with people. Trust me. ये एक मूल मंत्र याद कर लो, that जब आपको when you are knowing about the current affairs or what is happening around the world, majorly those major news which must be known to many different people, then you have many things to talk about. Okay, thank you, Shiv. Okay, there was one student who asked me that how my connections are going to be helpful for my organization. Listen to this. If organization is going to recruit a leader for themselves, a person at a leadership position, what they are going to take care of. This leadership position person doesn't only have to lead people in the organization. They are there for making connections of the organization with other organizations as well. So if I am someone who is connecting with many different people in different universities, say, or in different organizations, then if I'm going at a certain place, I'm going with all my connections, and there is going to be anything which requires those connections, they are going to be benefited from it. So this is one of the very important criteria when people for leadership position are selected, then that they need to have people with themselves who have very strong connections outside. Okay. So ye yaad rakhna, this is going to be one of the criterias where you are going to get selected. Okay. So what are you going to tell people? Who you are. Make very concise statement about it. What if there is going to be a very important institution you are connected with or you have affiliation from, do take its name. Okay, because you are representative of that organization at that point of time. What you do, what is your position, you are at a leadership position, or you are taking care of a certain vertical by doing leadership, or even in non-leadership positions you can show yourself as the best thing in the organization. Okay, you must be knowing how to put value in your role and how to represent yourself with that value. Just give me a moment. Okay. So this is how you position yourself in someone else's mind, how you speak for yourself. Okay. So do not speak negative about yourself even in your thoughts, because then you will not be able to represent yourself in front of others. Why it matters? Because this is going to put a deep impact on other person's mind for a long term. So you need to leave an impact on that person's mind by representing yourself, but understand that how this is going to happen. Okay, so how beginners are going to do it, how our students are going to do it. Our students are going to do it by taking a continuous feedback from others, a genuine feedback. आप अपने friends से पूछेंगे that what is the first impression you carry on yourself when you meet me? How do I look? How do I present myself? Or when you are with me and I'm meeting other person, what do you see in their body language, or how do they react? Take these positive feedbacks to improvise yourself, because even after many years, people do not even know what they portray themselves as. Okay, नहीं समझ पाते हम कि क्या गलत हो गया मुझसे. तो अपने आप को सही समझने के लिए you need such people around you who are giving you a very genuine feedback. Only then you are going to be impactful in life. Okay, I had been lucky, I had such people with me. But yes, you need to have such people, and you need to understand when the feedback is right or when the feedback is overwhelming you. Okay, so now you have done initial meeting with people, then you must be knowing that how to maintain that relationship by doing digital connection, as I already explained, by adding value, like you are sharing the relevant details. So this is considered as very important step, that when you meet someone, then you discuss about the event with that person. Okay, so that is going to be very helpful for you. Periodic check-ins. Okay. Schedule regular, non-intrusive touch points to maintain the relationship, celebrate their achievements and milestones. Someone wrote it that constantly liking or commenting on your boss's moves. So limit it to some posts. Be selective about commenting and liking someone's post. Okay. You can like the post, but when it comes to commenting, limited to few numbers. Okay, like twice or thrice in 10 times. 20 to 30% ratio is quite enough to comment on someone's post, because that shows that you are being rational with your comments, and when the comment is coming, it is very genuine. So that genuineness in the comments is very important. So, study by Forbes found professionals who constantly followed up after meetings grew their network strength by 60% in 2 years. So, this is very important that you connect with people in real time. Building an online professional presence. So this is going to be a long process for you to build your online professional presence. Better to start at the right time. See, this is a fact that in today's era, when you are going to post your resume or going to file for a job application, your LinkedIn account is well studied. Okay, पूरी PhD आपके LinkedIn account पे की जाएगी. So you should be showing your every move in life, in career, every progression on the LinkedIn. They are not going to study your posts. Okay, they are going to study that when you started your career, when was the next move, how your career trajectory was there. So your experience is reflected clearly from your profile, and that is done by HRs nowadays. Okay, we are also doing it, so rest assured. So key components of compelling profile, you can see over here. You can take use of AI in doing this. It is very, very helpful in doing the best contribution to your own online professional presence. Okay, if you, even if you're on LinkedIn or on Twitter, ChatGPT can really help you out by scheduling your posts and curating very good posts for you. So in that you can take help of AI. Okay, you can try Canva, you can try other tools by which you can create such pictures which are very nice with your thoughts. You can post it, but be very, very, very rational with your posting. Okay, don't be too quick or don't be too frequent in posting things on LinkedIn or Twitter as well. Okay, because nobody has so many things in their mind. It's just for creating a buzz, they are doing it. And eventually, your profile would lose interest from people if you're going to flood their feed. Always remember this. You must have seen also that जब क्या होता है when I'm posting regularly on any social media platform, then people stop liking it. लोग like करना कम करते जाते हैं, right? और फिर जब बहुत टाइम बाद आप कुछ पोस्ट करते हो तो एकदम से उस पे बहुत सारे likes and comments आते हैं. So is it happening with other people as well? Yeah. So be very rational in posting online. So in this session, we have studied that how much change your social circle can put on your career, how to do it online, offline, how you are going to make connection with people when you are with them, how you can sustain that connection when you are not able to meet them for a long time. All these things we have discussed today. Would you like me to go ahead into the intricacies, or this is enough for today? Because I feel whatever I have told you, if you can apply that much in your life, that is going to be a very good lesson for you, because hierarchy would only be achieved if you are keeping this social network in your mind. And this is not a technical skill. So any questions, any suggestions, anything you want to differ on, anything you want to discuss? Okay, Munawar, you are writing we should regularly post work-related content on LinkedIn. But the important question is how often it should happen. So according to me, nothing more than one post a week should be posted on LinkedIn. And optimum would be one post in 15 days or a month. But yes, you can post polls in order to make your presence over there. Meaningful polls could be posted. Okay, I hope you all have enjoyed the session. It was not something very heavy on your head or heart, or you are able to understand that how things are going to work in life when you will move forward or you will reach a certain level of hierarchy. I wish you all the best for your future, for your careers, and you would be able to understand that it is not going to be very easy to rise the corporate ladder. But if you understand these things at this age or at this certain point of time, it is going to be much easier for you. Okay, thank you so much, students. I'm really overwhelmed and really appreciate your comments.
So thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Professor Neha Tandon, ma'am. And student definitely enjoyed session a lot, and you can see in the comment box also. So there is some more question from the Nasir. Maybe he wanted to take away from the session 2 to 3 points, the major points that you want to say about the success of the life and especially for career.
Okay, so first of all, I have explained three things, that how much important is your social connection going to be for you. Okay, just strategize it in such a way that you have strong connects that are going to help you in your strategic trajectory, that who is going to help me in future, who is going to help me in my present scenario by connecting with them in different organizations, and who is going to be helpful in my own organization. So first step would be categorizing your contacts. Okay. Second would be how to connect with people in an offline scenario. how to make a presence for yourself, how to position yourself in other person's mind. Third is how to sustain that relationship by building an online presence for yourself. All these three things are going to make a perfect mix for you to have success in life if you are really going to apply it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you for your conducting full and informative session on social networking for professional success, building relationship that drive career. Thanks, ma'am. Your simply explanation and practical example made this session very easy and useful for our learner. We truly appreciate the time and the effort that you took to share your knowledge and experience with our learners. So I would also
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
so I would also like to thank all the learner for their active participation and thoughtful questions and enthusiasm. And this session created very interactive and successful. Thank you once again to everyone that is involved in this session. We look forward to more such and this session in the future from your side, Neha ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot. Okay, I think feedback link has been given by
Yes,
Soumya.
yes.
Thank you so much, Soumya.
Thank you, ma'am.
You had all,
Thank you,
been
Neha
a
ma'am.
support
Thank
on
you,
the
Priyanka
session.
ma'am. And also learners, now you can fill this feedback form for the certification which you were asking in the earlier in the session. And thanks a lot, ma'am. We want such interesting sessions again in the future, and live sessions and offline sessions both. So session was, ma'am, really
Thank you,
very good
Soumya.
and very knowledgeable also, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Privilege is all mine. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, Priyanka ma'am. Okay, Soumya. Bye-bye.